was a yacht girl. That's right. It's mentioned in the book. Meghan used to entertain as a yacht girl. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it happened, but I am saying Harry knows it.
They say every fairy tale begins with once upon a time. But Meghan Markle's story starts with once upon a yacht.
There's absolutely zero doubt in my mind. Rachel Meghan Markle was a semi-expensive yacht girl, and she
Before
knows.
becoming the Duchess of Drama, she was an actress juggling Hollywood's rejection letters and high society guest lists until she realized the true red carpet wasn't in Los Angeles. It was drifting somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Many of you have seen this picture already. You see that there's Meghan with her Cajuna hat.
While most actresses were chasing roles, Meghan was rubbing shoulders with billionaires on luxury yachts, where the champagne flowed endlessly and cameras were strictly off limits.
Markle did know Prince Andrew, and she knew Sarah incredibly well, which makes Zara a liar because she said, I didn't know Meghan Markle until she invited me to her wedding. That is BS.
Now the memories of those glamorous yacht days have returned, threatening to pull her royal reputation into chaos. When Sarah Ferguson casually revealed that Meghan was Andrew's first client, shockwaves hit the palace faster than the royal approval rating.
I wonder if Prince Andrew's going to come out and say, hey, Harry, I did your wife quite a few times on yachts before you got.
It wasn't just gossip, it was a shockwave, linking Meghan's glamorous past to the darkest corners of Prince Andrew's scandal-ridden world. And poor Harry, the rebel prince who traded his crown for California sunshine, just discovered that the love story he risked everything for might have sailed through far murkier waters than he ever imagined. So grab your teacup. Tonight's drama is piping hot. This isn't just a scandal, it's a storm. And when the truth comes ashore, someone's crown may not survive the tide.
I'd be shocked to find out who is Fergie's target and what she's willing to disclose and how far she will go just to get revenge with Meghan.
The palace silence didn't last long. Within hours, whispers exploded into a headline storm. Fergie drops bombshell about Meghan's past. Royal insiders say the Duchess of York wasn't speaking casually. She knew exactly what she was doing. Her comment about Meghan being Andrew's first client wasn't a slip-up. It was a deliberate spark tossed straight into the royal powder keg. Behind the marble gates, panic spread quickly. Senior aides reportedly held emergency meetings, desperate to control what they feared could become another Andrew-level disaster. Because this time, the name in the whispers wasn't an aging dupe. It was Meghan Markle, the woman who once promised to modernize the monarchy and has instead become its most polarizing figure.
He has nothing to lose. Fergie wants to scorch the earth with the royal family now that she's no longer able to use the title. That is a cautionary tale for Harry, the idiot, who doesn't understand that he's married to the enemy. He's sleeping with the
enemy. Sources close to the family describe an undercurrent of disbelief, not just at Fergie's audacity, but at the implications of her words. The thought that Meghan's early networking days, those elusive yacht summers spent among power brokers and discreet billionaires, could intersect with Andrew's inner circle sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. And the kicker? None of this came from tabloids or gossip sites. It came from inside the royal family itself. As one insider put it, when someone like Fergie speaks, she's not gossiping, she's warning. Now the palace faces an impossible choice. Do they defend Meghan and risk reigniting Andrew's scandals? Or stay silent and let the rumors fester? Behind closed doors, something even more dangerous is brewing. This isn't just about what Fergie said, it's about why she said it. And that motive could reveal a royal rivalry no one saw coming. So why did Sarah Ferguson decide to pull the trigger now?
Meghan thinks that she's above them. Now that Fergie's down, now she doesn't want to have anything to do with Fergie. But you don't do that with people who knows your secrets, people who know your skanky past. And Fergie's ready to tell on Meghan Markle. She's ready to destroy her. She's ready to put it out.
She's ready to put it all out there. According to palace insiders, her timing wasn't accidental. It was calculated. The royal machine has been quietly recalibrating ever since Meghan and Harry's explosive exit. And Fergie, ever the survivor, saw an opening to remind everyone she still knows how to control the narrative. For years, Fergie lived under the shadow of scandal. Ostracized, humiliated, written off by the very institution she once called family. But Meghan's rise within royal circles reignited something in her, the urge to reclaim relevance, even if it meant lighting a match under the monarchy's fragile peace. One former royal aide put it bluntly, this wasn't revenge, it was retaliation. Fergie had long watched Meghan dominate headlines, charm Hollywood, and manipulate the media with precision. Some felt Meghan had taken Fergie's playbook, an outsider turned royal, rewriting the narrative for global fame. By tying Meghan to Andrew's scandal-tainted world, Fergie was pulling her rival down to the same level she had once been dragged to, but there's another, darker theory. By mentioning Meghan alongside Andrew, Fergie may have been redirecting public scrutiny away from herself and her ex-husband. A royal diversion tactic. Sacrifice one image to protect another.
Also, allegedly, Tom Inskip, his friend, warned Harry because Tom Inskip had hired yacht girls a few years back, and one of them yacht girls was Meghan Markle. This is why Meghan didn't invite Harry's best friend to the wedding, because he knew her, if you know what I mean. He knew her.
Overnight, the headlines shifted. While Meghan's team scrambled to manage the fallout, Fergie sat back, watching the chaos she had sparked reshape royal history, one headline at a time. But the bigger question remained, was this personal revenge or a palace power play? When the story broke, Prince Harry's world reportedly crumbled. Sources close to Montecito say he was stunned into silence as the yacht allegations resurfaced, blindsided that Meghan's past could be weaponized against them. Friends say his first reaction wasn't anger, it was disbelief. But as the reality sank in, fury followed. Behind closed doors, tensions skyrocketed. Meghan, usually composed, paced the room, insisting the stories were nothing but character assassination. Harry, meanwhile, demanded answers, not from Meghan, but from those spreading the story. Who's behind this? He allegedly asked, voice sharp, patience gone. Across the Atlantic, the palace remained eerily silent. Official spokespeople refused comment. Senior courtiers held meetings behind closed doors. And deep within the corridors of power, whispers spread, not about the truth of Fergie's words, but about Harry's reaction to them.
Could be also happening that the royal family is saying, hey, if you put a book out about Meghan Markle and completely destroy everything and really tell the people how Meghan met Harry, then we can work with you, or we're going to compensate you with somehow. Because I don't see Sarah Fergie trashing King Charles. She's not that stupid yet. She's not.
One insider put it bluntly, Harry isn't just angry at Fergie. He feels betrayed by the family's silence. The tension between the Sussexes and the royals, already stretched to the breaking point, began to fracture even further. Meghan reportedly urged Harry to rise above it, to focus on their brand and family. But the damage was done. This wasn't mere gossip. This was personal. The man who once walked away from the crown for love was now realizing that, even oceans away, the monarchy could still reach him and strike where it hurts most. A new question now lingers. Was this fallout accidental or carefully orchestrated from within the royal ranks? This isn't just another feud, it's a mirror reflecting the monarchy's deepest fractures. The Meghan-Andrew connection is more than a headline. It's a reminder that the past never truly disappears. It resurfaces when it's most inconvenient. The palace has always survived by controlling the story, but this time, the narrative slipped from their hands and landed squarely in the court of public opinion. For Prince Harry, the scandal cuts deeper than pride. It threatens the foundation of everything he sacrificed to protect. The man who walked away from royal life to shield his family now watches that same family unravel under whispers he cannot control.
Evra, who's behind the very popular Twitter account GS Elevator, Goldman Sachs Elevator, shared on Twitter that Harry wasn't the first prince that Meghan met. In a tweet on December the 9th, he wrote, Prince Harry revealed that he met Meghan Markle on Instagram. Amazingly, that's not the first prince she met online. All the Saudis flew her to France and Dubai as a yacht companion. He's just the dope who tried to turn her into a housewife.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? For Meghan, it's a cruel twist of irony. The charm that once opened doors in elite circles is now being framed as a weapon. Strategy instead of struggle. Ambition instead of innocence. Her carefully built reputation, forged through compassion campaigns and brand deals, now trembles under the weight of old rumors revived by royal politics. For Fergie, she's proven once again that power in the royal world doesn't come from titles. It comes from timing. With a single sentence, she reminded everyone that she's still capable of shaking the palace walls. In the grand scheme, this isn't about one remark or one scandal. It's about legacy, loyalty, and leverage. For the monarchy, this moment is more than gossip. It's a warning. For the Sussexes, it's a reminder that no matter how far they run, the shadow of the crown will always find them. But the most dangerous question remains: who's truly pulling the strings behind this royal chaos? Every royal scandal has its ghosts, the figures lurking just out of sight, pulling strings while pretending innocence. In this story, the whispers point not just to Fergie or Meghan, but to the network behind them. According to insiders, the spark that reignited this controversy didn't come from Buckingham or Montecito. It came from London's quiet elite. The kind of people who know every royal secret long before it reaches the press. The gatekeepers, the power brokers, the fixers, the old friends who trade information like currency. Some reports suggest a select few from Andrew's long-forgotten circle were eager to shift public focus. With Andrew's past still haunting the royal narrative, what better distraction than to tie Meghan, Hollywood's favorite Duchess, to the same scandalous world?
The author further said on Twitter, the Duchess of Sussex is controlled by the same forces that controlled Jeffrey Epstein.
I do believe he's just as much of an idiot as Prince Harry is. And Sarah Ferguson is as cunning and as deviant and as skanky as Meghan Markle. She just was lucky that when she was doing all her skankiness, the internet was not around.
But here's the twist. Those same sources claim the leak was tested first. It circulated privately among a handful of editors before Fergie's comment even went public, meaning someone planned for this explosion to hit at exactly the right moment. Behind the glamour and gossip, the real story isn't just about yachts or grudges. It's about control. Control over headlines, over legacies, over who survives the storm and who becomes its casualty. On the royal chessboard of image and influence, no move is accidental. If Meghan's name was used as a pawn in a larger game, then someone just declared checkmate. The only question remaining: who's bold enough to outmaneuver both the palace and the Sussexes? As the dust settles on this latest royal eruption, one thing is clear. There are no winners in this war, only survivors. In Montecito, the atmosphere has reportedly turned icy. The once bright glow around the Sussex brand now flickers under the weight of uncertainty. Meghan, who has mastered the art of public reinvention, is quietly recalibrating, pausing major appearances and steering her narrative back toward humanitarian causes, managing damage with precision and style. Harry, however, is on a different path. Friends describe him as distant, restless, torn between defending his wife and confronting the reality that royal politics still haunt him, no matter how far he's fled. The man who once defied a monarchy for love now faces the painful truth. His past, his family, and his freedom remain tied to the same crown.
She brought Jeffrey Epstein into that idiot formerly known as Prince Andrew into the royal family.
These two women, Sarah Ferguson and Meghan Markle, are holding the entire royal family hostage.
Meanwhile, inside Buckingham Palace, silence reigns, but it's the kind that screams. Senior aides refuse to comment on Fergie's words, while the king's advisors reportedly debate how much truth can be buried without sparking an even bigger scandal. Somewhere in the shadows, those who orchestrated this storm watch with quiet satisfaction. Their goals achieved, their fingerprints wiped clean. The monarchy endures, but it bleeds a little more with every upheaval. For the royals, it's reputation versus survival. For Harry and Meghan, it's love versus legacy. But the real mystery lingers like thunder before a storm. What secret was worth burning royal peace for? And more importantly, who will have the courage to reveal it next? Ladies and gentlemen, This is the storm shaking every royal corridor tonight. Fergie's words have cracked open secrets the palace hoped were buried forever, and now every whisper echoes louder than the crown itself. If you think this is the first time Sarah Ferguson has stirred chaos, think again. Behind her luxury lifestyle, long before the yacht scandal hit headlines, Fergie was already living like royalty without a royal budget. From private jets to $1,200 a plate dinners, from designer wardrobes to millions in debt, her life reads less like a duchess's diary and more like a billionaire's wish list gone rogue. When you're done here, don't stop watching. Check out our previous expose on Fergie's outrageous spending. Royal feasts, private jets, and $4.2 million in debt. It's a jaw-dropping look at how one duchess turned extravagance into an art form, and how those same choices may have pushed her to pull Meghan back into the spotlight. In the royal world, every move has a motive, and every headline hides a secret. You're watching Royal Spotlight, where power meets scandal, and every secret has a price. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and binge the full royal saga.